Kat, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to make this mermaid crown. It's made with simple supplies that can be found at any craft store, so you don't even have to live near the ocean to live out your mermaid fantasy. For this project, I recommend that you build your crown around a foam head or something that is roughly the size and shape of your head. That way, when you move the crown later on, it's not going to fall apart and you'll know it's actually going to fit you properly. You'll also need some neutral colored felt, a hot glue gun, hot glue sticks, some shells. You can get any of these types of shells at just about any craft store. Some wrapped wire, you can usually find this in the floral supply area. Some pretty ribbon or twine, whichever you prefer to tie your crown on. And if you want, some foliage or seaweed, and of course utility scissors. Start by taking your wrapped wire, this is the kind that I'm using, then wrap it around your head or around your foam head to find the measurement that you need to wrap twice around, and then add anywhere from 2 to 4 inches to this measurement. Cut your first piece using wire cutters or utility scissors, measure a second piece to the same length and cut that, and then wrap up your wire so it doesn't get out of control. Grab both ends of one of your wires and pull it through your hands to form a loop in the center, and do the same for the other one. And then twist your loop to make sure you're locking the other one into place. 2 or 3 twists should do it, and then you'll have something like this. And do a 4-strand braid, numbering your wires 1 through 4 from left to right. Start by putting the number 1 wire over the number 2 wire. Then take your number 4 wire and put it over the number 3 wire and under the number 2. So now that number 4 is going to become your new number 2 wire. And then you just keep repeating this process over and over again until you've gotten to the end of your crown. And just in case you didn't understand that the first time, you take the number 1, put it over number 2, take number 4, put it over number 3, under number 2, take number 1, put it over number 2, number 4 goes over number 3 and under number 2, and so on and so forth. Once you've braided your entire crown, grab 2 of your wires and fold them over, forming a loop together. Then take another one of your wires and wrap it around that loop so you're locking it in place. You want to make sure you wrap quite a bit of that, because if you only wrap the very tip of those folded over wires, then your loop will slip out and will be sort of useless. So wrap one of them all the way around a few times, and then grab the second one and finish wrapping that one around, and pinch everything tight so that nothing is going to slip out of place. Cut 2 pieces of ribbon. Grab both ends of one piece of ribbon and feed them through one of the loops on your crown, then put those ends back through the loop in the middle of the ribbon and pull it tight. Do the same thing on the other side, grab both ends, put them through the loop on the crown, and then back through the loop in the ribbon, and pull it tight. Once you've done that, take your felt and cut either a circle or an oval out of your felt. And this is just going to give you something to put over the crown so that it's not going to dig into your forehead if you want to wear it lower down over your forehead. Put some hot glue in the center and press it onto the crown. Then put some more glue on top of the inside of the crown. Fold over one side of your felt, pressing it gently into place and making sure that you don't burn yourself. Then apply a little bit more hot glue to the top of that as well. And any areas where the felt isn't actually secured to the crown, add a little bit more glue and press the other side into place. Find the tallest shell that you want to use in your crown and put a nice big dollop of hot glue in the very center of your piece of felt. The felt is going to give you a nice foundation to glue your heavier shells onto, so you want to make sure that all of your bigger shells end up in the middle of your crown. Press it into place and hold it until the glue is dry, otherwise it will slip and slide around. Then take 2 shells that are roughly the same shape as each other and same color and glue those into place as well. They don't necessarily have to match the middle shell, but I think it looks best if they match each other and are somewhat symmetrical. You can continue this pattern with other colors of shells or different types of shells. I decided to do all a similar shape across this crown and just keep going with that pattern. You can even continue the pattern off of the felt piece as long as the shells that you're using on the edges off of the felt are not very heavy, because they're not going to have as much of an area to adhere to the actual crown with the hot glue. And your crown is completely finished at this point unless you want to add more little embellishments. I'm using some faux pearls, and I recommend using Amazing Goop or E6000 to adhere them.
Just apply them using a little toothpick into any areas that you might want to cover up. So for instance, if you have any hot glue exposed or you don't want to see any of the felt from the front of the crown when you're looking at it, you can just put a little bit of glue on that and then adhere some faux pearls or rhinestones or beads, any little embellishments that you want to add a little bit of sparkle to your crown. And just have fun with it. You can make your crown completely unique. For this one, I really enjoyed putting that starfish dead center in the front and a whole bunch of faux pearl beads. I eventually switched out the ribbon in the back. For this one, it's just some plain old jute, and I like the nice rustic look of it, and it's a little bit like rope that you would find at a fisherman's dock. And that's all there is to it. I actually went a little bit crazy and ended up making 6 of these crowns because I absolutely love them and I had so much fun with this project. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos like this, and follow me on social media at Katrinaosity.